TSP, we like to welcome you. Every show we drop a gem on you to invest in you. We giving you the game, not no lame shit. These other podcasts talk about the same shit. We talk sports, world news, entertainment. Good eats on that grill, we get dangerous. TSP, we like to welcome you. Your day, week, month, we hope that we can help you through.
Yes, sir. TSP episode 238. I'm your host, Bobby Hall, and with me, as always, that's Dylan Savage. D-Lo, last episode of the podcast, season 8. How we doing, man?
Hey, Bobby, we're doing great over here. Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear? Make sure I'm not muted.
I can hear you. I can see you in the right spot. We can
everything
all
worked
definitely
out.
see you. For sure.
I'm bright. I got my upper monitor
Yeah.
on a Google home screen, and it's not in dark mode, so I am lit in the realest of senses. Doing good, Bobby. Everyone out there, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for streaming, watching, listening, wherever you may be. Wherever you are, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Like, subscribe, comment, join the conversation. We are live here Saturday night, TSP, for 238. It's a great night to be alive, Bobby. It's always good to be on the right side of the grass. But yeah, we're at 210 on our YouTube subscribers and subscriptions. But yeah, at TSP_2019. Be sure to follow us on all of our social platforms.
So we got to 210 because your boy did a little slick move this past week. Because as you know, me and the family went on our little summer tradition trip out to Hocking Hills.
Nice.
And we Airbnb'd a cabin. And somebody didn't sign out of their YouTube account on the TV there, so I said, "Hey, they need a good podcast, you know." So I did them a favor and subscribed to TSP.
No, it's hilarious that they are now probably notified because they're subscribed. They got a push notification. A random person, whoever was in that cabin before you, just got a push notification. It might be the viewer right now. It's just seeing who the hell is this.
Yeah, when did I do that? You didn't. I did. You're welcome.
Yeah, stay tuned. We are a great show. We talk shop in the realest of senses, and we're 238 deep. All right, and you know we like to consider ourselves seasoned vets, but we're still learning on the fly. A lot of these podcasts, millions of podcasts out there, Bobby. A lot of them already have established networks, established followings, whether it's from their acting careers or just being famous in general in whatever aspect of life they've became famous in. And then people will just gradually want to gravitate to what they want to, what they're talking about. Could be anything, you know. But from us, we're literally brick by brick from the ground up, not famous, but we're just talking shop, you know. And we are here for you, the listeners, and the viewers out there, and we're just still learning on the way. Stay tuned for season 9. Hopefully, you know, that's going to be the season, I think, Bobby. And not to say we didn't grow this season, because it's been great. It's been a great season of growth and learning with the new clips and such. But I think season 9 is going to be it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. Good season of growth, good, well-needed break, and reset, calibration. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. And it just like, even though we didn't start this when we were 18, it kind of goes along with the question we asked our guest. Knowing what we know today, what is one thing I tell ourselves in 2019 is, we're not fucking famous. This isn't going to grow overnight. And, you know, because that's one thing that was very aggravating in the first half of the show, really, you know, because you start getting pissed at people you know and family and friends because they're not tuning in every week and, you know, participating and doing all the other things when in reality they are. I mean, it's not every episode. We've done 238 of these, but it's just we've learned a lot probably the last 2 years where, you know, putting in just this much more work has made a big difference, especially this year. I think one thing we're going to maybe try to do in the off season is, which is probably impossible to do, is just kind of learn a little bit more about these algorithms, man, because it's just like every month it's a different app that we're like thriving on. Sure. At first it was like TikTok, And then right now it's like the metas, like the Instagram and Facebooks we're doing very well on. But TikTok's kind of like, hit and miss. And then right now, out of the clear blue, like I told you earlier today, we're like shadow banned, or I don't know what it is over there on YouTube, where we're getting single digit views when, before a week or two ago, we were getting, 3-4 figure views pretty easily. So I don't know. That's one thing we got to try to figure out. I don't know if anyone has truly figured it out, but
no.
Yeah, we're coming along the way. And we've also realized that we're in a day and age where like a 60-second clip, man, people are going to cling on to that over a 90-minute podcast, but it's still fun to do these and talk to people just like, the guests we'll have on later today. I still like doing the old school podcast, and, we'll post the clips along the way to hopefully kind of bring people in to maybe stick around for a full episode,
Oh, for sure. And those clips, and like you said, pre-production, like I need to get more content out there of myself, because you've been pushing out some stuff, some solo stuff. I've been liking the takes on random stuff like Burger King this past week, and just getting your thoughts out there on a visual standpoint for some content. And now food is not my per se, and you always say don't trust a skinny chef, and that's also fair, and I do agree. But maybe I'm just overthinking it, Bobby. Maybe I'm just overthinking it just a tad, and just maybe I just, instead of just trying to find a niche, just do as I feel, kind of go with the flow. Like I did on a random whim when I was sitting on the turlet and made that one video with the sound, got over like 1,000 likes or something randomly. Cause you see that a lot on like TikTok. They find like sound clips or whatever they call them, and they just, use that as their content base and reenact whatever. And it seems to work for some. And it might work for me in the sense like not everyone has my sense of humor, and maybe I have that fear of what others think. But could put down the shield, live life, and see what happens. Just takes one.
I wouldn't worry about it, Dylan. I mean, every video I post, there's multiple comments talking about how fucking much of a fat fuck I am, all that stuff. And it is what it is. You're gonna catch strays. That's just that's the internet in this day and age.
Yeah.
And I just go with it. You know what I mean? Or I'll fire back. You know how I do it. But there's plenty of people that do fitness stuff. You're in the gym. You're a gym guy. There's also a lot of people that do cologne scents. So yeah, man, you got to do what you got to do there.
I tried the wine reviews.
Alex Cordell here. Appreciate the support, man. We're just a couple of dads that like to talk shop on the weekends, And honestly, D'Lo, we've had I got the number here somewhere. We're getting close to we've had 96 different guests on, so we're getting close to our 100th different guests. We've definitely had 100, way more than 100 guest episodes, but we're getting close to our 100th different guests. So that's pretty exciting, man. All these little milestones along the way, but Don. You're right. The Burger King, I don't like a lot of things outside of the Whopper. Like the Richard Chicken Sandwich is solid. I love the onion rings, that zesty sauce. But yeah, man, get that Whopper. Listen to me. Get the Whopper. Go on the app. If you're not using the apps, why wouldn't you want to save some bucks, man? We're paying out the ass right now for gas or really everything. Why don't you try to save a couple bucks, even though it's probably like a placebo effect, these savings. But whatever. It makes me feel better. And why not if you can order a fresh Whopper off the broiler, man? So, yeah.
Dig in the hat. Cleveland is my city, as Kid Cudi would say, and I would, because it is.
Fact, and I appreciate that as well, man. Yeah, this is a collection. I actually have a ton more shit behind me on this table that I have no room to put, man. The collection is just ever growing, and yeah, man, I'm kind of, like I said last week, making up for all the times when I couldn't get new toys and shit. And unfortunately, maybe not unfortunately, but I guess the funny part is this is all taking place as I'm nearing my 40s. But fuck it, man. I got the money now. Let me do it. And
I think
this stuff behind me is going to be, worth some dough.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, why even sell it at that point? It could be, like pass it on to young Jax and let him do as he may. Because the last thing you need to do is, just store it away in a storage, and it ends up on A&E on Storage Wars, and someone makes a buku bucks on it.
Hey, and D'Lo, it's back there. I don't want to go get it now, but I got my hands on a Shohei Ohtani rookie card down at Hocking Hills.
Did you really?
It's not. I bought it for $30. It's a Gem Mint 10, so right now I can get it for like $70 for it. I think it's kind of like a lower end rookie card, but that's right now. Let me see what we're looking at here in about 10 years. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna like retire me, but
don't become one of them hoarders, dude. Or I don't know what hoarders would be the proper word, but like the big time collectors. This guy, shit you not, walking out of the store and he has a whole like display box where they hang cards. He had the whole display and they let him take it out the store. Like, hey, can I have this display? He didn't pay for it or anything. And he's like, why? I overheard the conversation as I'm walking out of the store, and basically he has thousands of unopened packs of cards just scattered everywhere in his house. And he wanted the display to, be more organized. And I'm like, dude, this is why the kids can't fucking get the cards that they come here to get their Topps cards or whatever they are. This is why I posted on my Snapchat of a picture of like an announcement to customers saying, please don't take all the cards. Only like 2 packs per customer or whatever. Dude, these looters, man. It's crazy. They must be worth something. I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. The only reason I even picked that one up is obviously, I'm a big Shohei guy. Seen it sitting there. It's a rookie card. It's already graded. I don't know how to go through the whole going through that process. I looked into it because I have some Pokemon cards that I would like to get graded. But that's just is expensive just to send it out to get graded, and it takes fucking forever to come back. So the fact that it was already graded in the nice case and everything for $30, I'm like, let me scoop that up right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if it'll ever touch 4 or 5 figures or anything crazy, but that's gonna go up in price. I just know it. He's the greatest of all time. So pick it up now, let it sit here, and we'll see what she's looking like. 10 years from now.
Hey, I heard he tweaked his knee. His left knee got tweaked or something like that. I mean, the wear and tear. He's been pretty healthy, steady, as steady as she goes. But being a two-way player, but you never know with these. What might be a domino effect, Bobby. Wear and tear. He's getting to that age now. But
he smacked a homer today. First at bat.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Scratch that from the record. Yeah. So before we get a little bit too far, we bring our guest on for tonight's live TSP 238. Make sure you follow us at TSP_2019 for all the latest. And I would like to shout out my daughter. She just turned 8. Well, she turns 8 Monday, but we celebrated her birthday on Saturday because that's what you do. That's when people are available more times than not. So the family got together. A couple of her friends got together. We went to this place called Nova Trampoline Adventure Park, or maybe just might be just Adventure Park. But it's kind of like Bobby, if you've been to Urban Air over there in Toledo, kind of the same vibes they have with the foam pits and basketballs and trampolines and arcades and all that kind of fun stuff.
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it was a great time, dude. They do the whole party pack. We got the pizza, the ice cream, and it was a good time. It was a good time. I guess this new craze of dumplings I'm just hearing about. I guess kids like the dumplings, man.
Yep.
Got a couple of those, and some of her friends got a couple of those too, dude. One of the ones I got her, apparently it was a rare glitter gold one. So she got one of those, and she was very excited about that. I don't know what's going on. Never heard of these things before. Something like dumplings and Neatos. Neatos, yeah. I think, is a thing. So, yeah, dude, I'm getting old. 6, 7. Not my thing anymore. That's a thing of the past, I guess. But I'm starting to get to the age where it's like not understanding the new lingo, and it's kind of scaring me.
And you were kind of on the tail end of it because I'm 7 years older than you. But I was talking to a buddy of mine. Shout out to my guy Lou P. But our generation is the last to live a real life. I truly.
Am I looped in that?
I think you caught the tail end as far as like riding your bikes to a buddy's house, hanging out outside, playing out until it's, dark out. But and we had the good mix too, where it's like, yeah, we were outside playing all damn day, and then we also did have the technology of PlayStations, Xboxes, you name it. We got to have best of both worlds. We're now like kids are staying inside, face and next to a fucking screen, watching TikTok. Like they base their whole like self-worth on likes and comments and stuff. And that sucks, I try to kind of mix it up with my kids as well, because they do fall in that line as well. But
sure,
yeah, man, you just don't see it anymore. You don't see a pile of 10 bikes out in front of someone's yard or kids playing in the street. I mean, you do still have like the rare little group, but I mean it's rare, man. It really is.
Yeah.
And It's something that I think I look back on, fondly, man. Just going to Loop Park in Warwick, or Railway Park in Warwick, riding my bike, meeting up, or going to the local pool, the Aqua Terrace, and swimming all day. And I wish I don't remember how I had all the time to do it because I'd be outside 8 to 10 hours a day, especially in the summertime. Then I'd still be able to hammer out, some video games. Like I really did do both, and it was great, man. 100%. And just like sleepovers and stuff. They were awesome, and it's kind of sad, and it's only going to get worse as time goes, especially with AI and everything. It's going to just be that kind of thing. But
it sucks.
I think like anybody born after like the early 2000s, like the early 02, 03, 04, somewhere along those lines. Like I think you're kind of like
probably anything after 2003.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good cutoff point. 2003. Yeah.
Because really, whenever MySpace and all that shit started to be a thing, so I want to say 04, 05.
YouTube
when that started
YouTube
to
started 05, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think so. Yeah. So, I mean, I think you're right because I caught the tail end of it. I was there with the dial-up. I was there I was there when internet existed. Obviously, I wasn't that far back, but I was able to I grew up with internet, so I wasn't behind where I'm like, what is this? Trying to figure out technology, but at the same time grew up with it, but also was able to enjoy the greats of touching grass, as they call it now, and enjoying a childhood like you described. And those videos where it says you don't realize the last time you've done something, you just don't know, you don't remember it being the last time because you don't even think of it that way. It's like you had a last time spending at a friend's house. You had a last time that you rode a bike or went to Rally by the Rails over there, so it's kind of it's sad to think about, but life doesn't stop, unfortunately. And I was just telling that to my mom and her boyfriend because today was rough, and just in the sense of just constantly doing something. You need to get shit done for the party and all that, but sometimes I wish I can just pause life, just hit pause real quick so I can just come up for air, take a deep breath, and then get back into the shit. So sometimes you need that, and it's hard to find. So if you're out there, sometimes you got to take a step back, take a deep breath. I don't know how it got to that point. We're talking about nostalgia and stuff, but hey, always good to share. Mental health is important, people.
Yeah, and that's what I got to do this week. Was I had this past week off of work. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough one, man. The Sunday scaries are tenfold worse when you're on vacation, so I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. So speaking of pause, I wish I could pause now and not have to go through tomorrow because I'm going to be in a bad way. But I had a couple things from this past week, but we're already hitting the 20-minute mark. So really, I just have to. I got to give myself fucko of the week done, and I hate to do it, but it's just a real fact. I went to Mo Nets here in Toledo. They sell your fruits and vegetables, and they have a little meat area, section, deli area, and they had ground chuck for sale. And I just finally ran out of the ground beef I got from buying that quarter cow in January, and I'm kind of at a spot now where I'm like a ground beef elitist. I don't want to buy any more shit from Kroger or Meijer after eating what I've been eating the last 6 months. So this place here, they had ground chuck on sale. I bought 4 packs. Got home, never put in the freezer. Sat out on my counter for about 6 hours. So I set $50 on fire, and I'm still reeling over that. But for that alone, for how much I complain about how much shit is these days, for me to make a mistake like that, I am easily the fucko of the week, and I will wear that. It's tough.
Hey, that's great to call yourself out. It takes a real man. So that's all right.
I'm really pissed about that, man. Cannot believe it. Just sat right there. I don't know what I did. I must have did something that just totally took me out of the kitchen and never just came back to it. And
yeah, I've been there, man. Something slides out of the fucking grocery bag in the trunk, and then you get all your groceries, and it's a day later, you're like, I swear to God, I bought that, and then you're like, no, it's just sitting in the back of the trunk.
Yeah. God, it fucking sucked. And I was doing Googles and shit. I'm like, hey, maybe there's some leeway or something, but 6 hours. I think 2 hours is like max with like ground beef.
I wouldn't
guess
risk
ground
it.
beef's
No
like
point.
one of like the main culprits for like bacteria growth and shit. So I was like, if I if I was single, like a single dude at home, I'd probably roll the dice. I'm like, I'm gonna freeze this shit. We'll see what happens. I'll just cook the shit extra good. But now with kids and
cook it extra good.
yeah, I can't put my kids through that shit. So
they'll cook off.
God, but to throw all that away, about a good 5-6 pounds of beef there. That was brutal.
Brutal. Yeah, it sucks.
But D'Lo, I think that's enough yapping between you and I for right now because we have a guest, our final guest for season 8 of TSP here, before next week's season 8 finale / 7-year anniversary of TSP live stream. We're going to be joined by our friend Luke Markland, who's going to be doing some challenges and stuff with us. I believe I do have to reconfirm with him, but we should have Remy with us, Remy the Snack God, doing some things. He owes us a cinnamon challenge because he put me through some pain last time because I did it during the 12-hour and I thought I was going to die. So he needs to feel that pain. But as always, we'll have some stuff to give away. I think you and I got to try to maybe see if what sports is going on because we're in a weird part of the sports year. NBA could be over. Well, it'll definitely be over by the time we do our live stream. But we'll pretty much just have baseball, maybe World Cup. But maybe we'll do another bet where if it cashes, we'll give some money away. That was a lot of fun to be able to do that. Probably one of the best moments of TSP history. Definitely a top fiver. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. A little 3-4 hours. It won't be a 12-hour like last time, but just something to hang out, celebrate. It's gonna be a joyous occasion, and then we're just gonna take a little break. But we'll have some content stuff coming along the way. But we'll touch on that a little more at the end of the episode. But we got to get on our guy. This is going to be, I believe, his 3rd time with us. From SOSS Bros. They got a lot more stuff going on. The never ending, never stopping. And I want to know more about it. So we got our guy Karim joining us today for episode 238 from SOSS Bros. There he is. Karim, how we doing, my man? Welcome back to TSP. Thanks for joining us, man.
Good. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Kind of just playing a little catch up and gearing up for the end of one of our best seasons of TSP to date, and we're hitting another milestone. 7 years next week. Time flies, man. People say it all the time, but it is a true fact.
I believe it.
True fact. But like I said in your intro, you guys just every time I talk to you, man, you guys got something new on the horizon. I'm sure there's probably even something newer in the pipeline that we can probably even touch on as well. But ever since we talked to you, we had you and Lance on with us for the 12-hour stream, kind of playing catch up then. That was in November, and I mean I feel like there's been multiple things that have changed for you guys in just that small time. That 6-7 month time frame there. But man, catch us up, man. What's been going on with SOSS?
I mean, the wheels keep turning. We launched an additional flavor, which is the newest flavor. It's called the Spicy Creamy Soy. It's something that we had been dabbling with for many, many months. And finally, we locked down the formulation and we were like, wow, this is perfect. Let's get it into production. And it just launched last month or maybe, 6 weeks ago. And it's just been changing the game for us. I mean, we never want to stop innovating as a condiment company. We're not in the business of just making sauces that are the same that people have tried. We're really trying to innovate and bring a new set of flavors and a new application to food. And I'm sure we talked about that last time, maybe on the first podcast and maybe a little bit on the second time, where we were like, hey, we won't put anything out there unless it's completely new and unique and it's something that we really love and enjoy. So.
Yeah, and that's not the only thing either, is you guys kind of changed the name of the original sauce flavor. Is that correct?
Yeah, so we went through a renaming with the mild and the smoky original, small name change, and as well as the habanero. That just something that caught on in a lot of our trade shows. So as we were doing these thousands and thousands of samples, the name like the Ranch Killer just kind of came up to us, and it just really, really stuck. rather than it just kind of being a, and everything sauce. Again, we were always in that category that was really hard to describe to people. And we would always just say, you just have to taste it to know what sauce is. And so we are constantly looking for the best way to kind of try to tell people what it is without them tasting it just yet.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like the switch up a little bit. And I personally got to order a bottle of the spicy soy sauce, and it blew me away. I tried it with some steak and chicken hibachi rice, and I think that's better than like yum yum sauce, and that's saying a lot because I've always been a big fan of that. So who came up with that idea? Because that is kind of strays off the beaten path that you guys have taken with sauce so far.
Yeah. I mean, well, we were looking for a fourth sauce to add to the lineup, and we had stumbled across the concept of soy sauce never really being a topping sauce. I mean, most people are used to soy sauce as a sauce that really just goes to the bottom on anything that you put. So like if you put it on sushi or you put it on rice, it falls to the bottom. And because it's that liquidy of a sauce, you can't really use it as a topping sauce. So when we did a little research, we're like, oh, there's no such thing as a creamy soy. And we're like, let's put our hands and minds into creating what we like to call a creamy soy as being able to put soy sauce on a burger or soy sauce on a taco or soy sauce on pizza. That, before the creamy soy was invented, was an impossibility. You would never do that. It didn't make any sense. But adding that kind of thickness and a little bit more of the depth of flavor to a traditional soy sauce and emulating something like yum yum sauce mixed with wasabi, mixed with soy, the same thing that you would do at a hibachi restaurant, now conveniently right in a bottle for you, was something we were like, okay, that is really exciting and that could change the game.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you guys honed in on the umami, that's one of those flavor profiles that, definitely tickles my fancy. So, big fan of that. And it seems like you guys were able to kind of hone in on the formula for that sauce itself. I know like the previous like actual sauce, that came to be kind of took years to kind of master that one, but it seems like this one was kind of a little bit quicker to find the magic touch on that one.
Yeah. We've been getting into our stride in terms of just getting more experience in the world of sauce formulation, just tasting and balancing of the sauce. And this was actually the first sauce that is a combination of all three SOSS BROS' input, which is unique. Like I told you in the first podcast, the original sauce was created and designed and inspired by my older brother, and just had been in the family for decades. Like that was purely his recipe that we loved. And, he had always dreamed of making a sauce company. And here we are finally in 2026. We started that 2 years ago. And now we're like, okay, wow, people really like these flavors. They're entirely unique in terms of what they do for you as a condiment. And that's essentially what we wanted to do as a company. We didn't want to just be another sauce company because there's, hundreds of thousands out there. There's millions out there that either make a hot sauce or mayonnaise or a vinaigrette or an aioli. But no one else we thought were really changing the game in terms of how you see sauces or condiments. Because for the most part, you think you kind of overlook them. You can live without it. You're like, oh, ketchup, nah, mustard, oh, it's kids, maybe I put on a hot dog, whatever. You don't really think about that when you're eating. And that's really what we wanted to try to introduce.
All right, so you being on here for the third time, I might have already asked this question. You guys have a tremendous thought process of going about how you market and how you put out the product on a shelf eventually.
Right.
My question would be, where do you find the challenges of being in such a market like condiments to sell a product that someone has not tasted yet? As far as like, where's the struggles to sell the product that is meant to be on food and taste without being tasted?
I mean, that's a fantastic question. And I think your question goes to the root of being an entrepreneur that has a product that creates a new category. And so when you lack the precedent of different condiments or different products like yours, it becomes really, really difficult to have people to know what it is before they try it. However, when they do try it, they realize that this is something completely different. And then they're like, okay, wow, This is not what I had expected whatsoever. My expectations have now been widened and expanded, and now this is a new category. It's kind of like the first time you experience maybe buying a book off of Amazon, for example, and then eventually doing internet shopping and going to Amazon Prime. That was a true entrepreneurship in the sense that the need was invented into the customer. And I think that's primarily what we're doing here at SOSS BROS. That's different.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, because I just imagine you were just listing off a bunch of different sauces. I mean, they have multiple aisles at stores, just top to bottom, shelf to shelf, with just different brands and sauces and stuff like that. And like you mentioned, a book, but like the book at least has like an option where you can kind of read what the book's about and not just go off the cover. That's almost really what you have is just the cover, you know, like what you present it as. And we've had other companies on this show before that has like the hot sauces, and maybe they sell it by like how they name the sauces. And I really think like that's such it's fascinating aspect of it all, being an entrepreneur, just getting the consumer to buy first, because that's the hard part. And then the product sells itself afterwards for them to buy it again.
Sure. But I mean, I 100% agree with you. And the reason why I chose the analogy of a book with Amazon and Amazon Prime is because at the end of the day, as an entrepreneurship or an entrepreneur and a business owner, is primarily storytelling. And you're really telling people the story and the inspiration behind it. So then that is really what piques their interest. And really, they make the decision themselves that this is something different. And just our origin story in and of itself tells you this is nothing like a traditional condiment. This is not the origin story of somebody who made mustard. You know, like this is a series of multiple years, a decade of this sauce just kind of growing in terms of a legendary reputation, and then finally becoming something that you can purchase online. And when you taste it yourself, you're like, yes, I've actually never tasted anything like this. And the biggest drawback is people ask me, hey, before they taste it, like, what does it taste like? What is it like? And unfortunately, I don't really have a counterpart to equate it to. And whenever I do reach for something and say, oh, maybe it's like cane sauce, or maybe it's like a Chick-fil-A sauce, it just doesn't really do the product justice because it's just such a unique flavor profile.
Yeah. That also could probably hurt the product too, because I mean, you might mention it something like, hey, it might taste like this, even though it's like, you know, it's a unique flavor of its own. That could turn someone off, because you know I've done that before when I'm trying to sell something I really like, you know, to someone. It's like, hey, it's kind of like this, and I'm like, oh, I don't want that.
Exactly. Yeah, precisely. And actually, that same logic and mentality is really what prevented us from going into retail early on. Even though we got a lot of retail interest, the retailers were saying, hey, you know, this is a fantastic product, but I don't really know where to put you. I don't know whether to put you next to the barbecue sauces or put you in the ethnic version, or in the ethnic aisle, or near the marinades and the aiolis. Where do you guys want to go? And then that question became kind of the decision for us to be like, you know, we don't want to go anywhere. Actually, let's just not even do retail for a while until people know what we are. And then at that point, you know what you know what SOSS BROS is. You know what SOSS really is. You know.
Yeah, the best spot in the store, and I think I could speak for Bobby on this one, is on a random pallet in the middle of the main aisle, because I've been duped multiple times. I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, end caps and like them random spots in the middle of the aisle for sure.
Yeah,
but we gotta talk some other stuff, man. Because when we talked to you last, you guys had just got into a partnership with George Mason University, and since then, you guys have also joined up with Maryland and I believe James Madison University. Nice. How'd that come about? And I mean, what else we got? I mean, how many more? You got other schools in the pipeline?
Yeah, absolutely. We've become kind of a little bit of a mini celebrities in terms of the university world. People have been talking, especially in the academia space, with our partnership with George Mason, which led us to having certain conversations with James Madison as well as UMD. My other brother, I have three brothers, was also an alumni at James Madison, did his master's there. And so he knew a few of the same people. And we said, hey, you know, let's share this sauce with James Madison. And they immediately fell in love with it. They're like, this is something fantastic. We've heard about this already, and we would love to do one for James Madison. And we ended up debuting it at the golf tournament in Harrisonburg, which was a fantastic event. I think there was about 2,000 people that showed up We were sponsors at the event, and we handed out about 150 bottles of sauce to every single golf player in the tournament, which was fantastic.
Nice.
And they had a whole bunch of students and people from the athletics department and people from the golf and country club come out and taste the sauce. We also debuted our huge inflatable there. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. We have a 10-foot, not a hot sauce company inflatable, which was huge. And it was just a fantastic event to just meet the community. At the same time, we were able to have the sauce purchased and available in the campus bookstore, which is a Follett higher education campus bookstore, which is great. And, just being a couple months away from graduation day was perfect timing for us, because as soon as all those JMU graduates came out, they visited the bookstore and they're like, hey, there's a playoff sauce here. We called it playoff sauce. And they were like, this is a fantastic graduation gift. So the sales did really well that day as well.
One thing I like that you guys do is just like you just said, you guys have your own like inflatable, you got your own like canopy, big backdrops and stuff with your logos, and you guys are boots on the ground at a lot of these places. Whereas a lot of people in your shoes, they're posting that same AI graph, like all these AI graphics. It's like ChatGPT has not learned how to make any other style except this one main graphic that it seems like everyone posts anymore. It's just different colors. And I like that you guys, like I said, you guys are boots on the ground, kind of shaking hands, kissing babies, giving out sauce, letting people actually try this stuff instead of doing all your stuff. And you guys do online ads and stuff, like you just said. I'm seeing you guys a lot more on Facebook, Instagram, and things of that nature. But I think that even in this day and age where more and more people are online, I still do think when it comes to what you guys do, entrepreneurial stuff, it's good to be, with the people.
Yeah, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, we are traditional. We are one of the last generations, I would say, that is a handshaking, front-facing kind of group. We love that part of the business, and we really never really want to let that go, even as we develop the e-commerce presence of SOSS BROS. Because it's just so much more rewarding, honestly. Seeing individuals light up when they taste the sauce and being like, oh, wow, this is very unique. And then at the same time, having the enjoyment of meeting the owners and the people behind the sauce and really understand where the company, started from and what they stand for. And essentially, knowing what you're purchasing from, rather than just seeing an advertisement somewhere and just saying, oh, I've tried this sauce. I don't know anything about it. I don't know who makes it. I don't know the story behind it. It's just, hey, we're just trying this condiment. We are very, very traditional in that sense, and we love that part of the business.
It's probably
I respect that.
Part of a dying breed, Bobby. Going back to our first conversation to start the show, if you're an entrepreneur born after 2003, you don't play outside anymore, and you don't shake hands and introduce your product in person.
Yeah, I mean it's a difficult thing, and it can be very very nerve-wracking or create sort of anxiety for people, because you're like, hey, I don't want to put my face right next to this product just in case that there's somebody who doesn't like it. But for those of us who are hardened, who are in a different generation, that's normal. I'd love to find and talk with the people actually who don't like the product. Those actually end up being the most interesting people to me, because we end up having a conversation about what do they not like about it. They do their own thinking and they say, hey, maybe this I would like a different kind of sauce, or maybe this is my personal preference. And you're actually having a really good discourse between that person, rather than just a taste and a move on, or someone hiding behind a computer who can just put a nasty comment or any other comment that they wouldn't have the courage to say that to you face to face. So it's a very, very different world.
Yeah, another friend of ours, Chris Sowers, he does Sowers hot sauce. You may have seen him on TikTok or whatever, but he does a lot of the things like similar to you guys, where he's at farmers markets with his own like Sowers canopy and backdrop and stuff, and he's always talking about how like he kills over there, and I think, like you said, it helps especially when the people meet the actual like owner and in the face that that runs the place,
right.
Instead of and obviously being there where someone can even do like a trial,
right.
where instead of kind of like rolling the dice on something online, it's a big help. And then I still think word of mouth is huge in this day and age still. So yeah, that's a smart move.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Bobby, because I would like to, anytime you mention Chris Sowers hot sauce, I always go to the because it's fruit infused. hot sauce, so he has different kinds of flavors and uniqueness there. But he mentioned for the first time I've ever heard it when he was on the show is that hot sauce on ice cream. And I was just going to ask you, is there a sauce that you have that you would put on ice cream or try to put on ice cream? And if not, do you see that down the pike of a flavor that could possibly go on ice cream?
I mean, absolutely. When I was at a show in Richmond, there was somebody who put the Ranch Killer on ice cream, and it was a fudge sundae. So they had ice cream with fudge on it, and everybody was watching, and they're like, "Don't do that. That's a terrible idea. You think it's funny?" And we all tried it. We're like, it still tastes good.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. Might hurt your tummy later on because, again, all those ingredients probably don't work well together.
Yeah.
But if you're evaluating taste from a surface level, it still worked. I'll be honest.
That's funny.
Yeah, people like salty sweet, man. That's a great combo.
Yeah. It's like the salted caramel concept, with savory sweet kind of fighting each other.
But yeah, like what he was saying though, like a lot of Chris's sauces are like fruit infused. So the one I tried was like a strawberry hot sauce or something, and it does work well, man. It's like 'cause I do like with chicken wings and stuff. I like a spicy barbecue sauce where you get like the sweet and hot. I do like that mix, but yeah, when he first told us that, we were like, "What the hell?" But it works. It works for sure.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask, man, and this could probably go a million different ways with you guys, but what's next for SOSS? I know there's a lot of different roadways here. But...
Yeah, there's a lot of different places. Let me think. I think the biggest thing we want to do is food service, honestly, to really just have people be able to have SOSS more accessible, to be able to try it on a variety of different things, rather than just kind of ordering their couple bottles online and just being set and confined into just having those individual bottles, like perhaps having it in a dining hall, having it in a concessions location where people can just experiment with it, and really just kind of having the free sample ability without us having to physically be there. I think that would be a big deal, and we're looking into it. We're going to see if we can manage that logistically, operationally, and financially. And so, yeah, we hope we can make it happen.
That'd be awesome. I can see it now. Like you have all your flavors at each and every table at a restaurant, kind of like an IHOP has like different flavors of syrups at a table. You just have sauce flavors there. I can see that for sure. Yeah,
because all it takes is one taste for people to say, "Oh wow, like I've never had anything like this before." And so from there, it's difficult to get out of your mind. I mean, that our co-founder Lance had the sauce in his mind for 7 years, and he couldn't forget about it. And that's the only reason why we started the company today. So clearly, some flavors stay with you.
What you got over there, Bobby?
I was hoping to get this done before you guys are talking about it. I got to get another bottle of this soy sauce, man.
Look at that.
About it.
Live on spot. Order that.
Oh yeah, getting it done right now as we talk. Because that stuff was phenomenal, man.
Yeah, it's one of my personal favorites. I mean, we spent a lot of time.
Whoa! All right.
Look, that proof
is.
in the pudding.
There it is. Cool.
Shopify order, yeah. Really appreciate that.
Sure.
It is. We love coming out with new flavors, but we never like to rush it because, again, we don't want to be one of those companies that just kind of puts out a new flavor every week. That is a flavor that people know that it's like, oh, this is now whatever, a Chipotle, blah blah blah, or this is a I don't know, barbecue something. We want to come out with flavors that people will really like, and that's something they've never had before. It's a new experience. So you're either giving people a product or a sauce, or you're giving them an experience. And we want to actually give people both of those, where it's like, hey, I'm getting a condiment, but also I'm getting a story to tell and be like, I've never had a creamy, spicy soy sauce. So,
yeah, and we've had some friends try it and they love it. And take it from me right now with the soy sauce. It's gonna be my second bottle I've ordered. It's the real deal. Obviously, in this day and age, I'm not gonna shell out $20 with shipping, handling, all that stuff for something that I'm gonna just throw away. You know what I mean? So that right there should tell you everything you need to know. But Yeah, man, it's been cool to kind of watch. You know, we I think we've kind of been friends here for a couple years, and yeah, every time we talk to you, or really not even, it's like every couple weeks, man. You guys are doing something different. You guys are doing another school. Hell, I'd love. I'm a Buckeyes guy, so hopefully I'll see a Sauce Buckeyes collab in the future, and see you guys in Columbus or something.
One day,
because that'd be great, man.
We can't
Or
wait.
even like we got the Mac schools, Toledo and Bowling Green around here as well.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll get you guys up here, and we can get some bottles of that going on.
We can't wait. We can't wait. I mean, that's our goal now at this point. We've had so many people try it, and so many people give us our feedback. We just want to share it nationwide, and just really, it's a matter of what my co-founder told me. He goes, if you could have 1 million people try sauce today, he's like, I guarantee you'd probably get more than 600,000 of those people to want to buy it. And I said, that's a huge statement.
Yeah.
But we're trying to put that to the test, and we're growing slowly, not growing too fast. But that's our goal, to be nationwide.
I hope, man. I hope. If there is anything, I'm trying to figure out how to ask this. Is there something in the lab, I guess we'll say, maybe that's like still a ways away from even having a chance to join the lineup,
Okay.
that you guys are working on? Maybe that's also because the soy sauce is way off the path from the original three. But is there something along those lines that's maybe being cooked up as we speak, or is there something that you might add on to that's another addition to the OG3, or as I like to call them?
Yep. Well, at SOSS BROS, you can expect that we're always cooking up something new. So that's the funnest part of the business. We never stop innovating. We're always trying to make something new. And I remember, I think when we talked a long time ago, I had hinted at what we were doing, but I didn't exactly tell you. And fast forward, here it is. It's that spicy creamy soy.
Yep.
But definitely always expect something new to be coming out of SOSS BROS, and that's really why we want to keep close tabs under what we're doing. We're kind of like the Willy Wonka sauce company, where you don't really know what's going to come out, and that's part of the biggest fun of it. We don't really want to be predictable. We are a very, very crazy and artistic group. The three of us combined. I'm probably the most rational of the three. If either one of them,
I can agree with that.
We're on here, the conversation would have gone completely different, and that's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
We're always picking up something new.
Well,
no, I've watched back our 12-hour stream a few times, and that's exactly right. When we had you and Lance on, Lance was in the midst of like a 10 candy marathon, just going crazy. It was hilarious. But yeah, I think that's what makes you guys great. Is like you guys aren't 3 or 4 of the same guy. Like you guys each have your own thing that you bring to the table, and I think that's what sets you guys apart from like the typical, just business in general, not just like sauces or anything like that. So I think you need like different parts.
Yep. I mean, the company was inspired by just 3 foodies that just love food and love experimenting and just crazy enough to do things just to be like, hey, why not? Hey, no one's done it before, just try it, And we've only gotten this far because we have such a variety of different ideas. And eventually those come to a head, and we take a little bit of everyone's ideas and it fuses together into something that, hopefully everybody will like, or at least we like it. Once all 3 of us agree on something, we're like, okay, it's ready.
I am a little disappointed. I did not get my own chime, unfortunately, but I did put an order in for the creamy soy.
I think I was getting a phone call at the same time, so you were just unlucky.
Damn it.
Without the chime. But thank you so much. Did you end up picking up the creamy soy?
I did pick up a bottle of the creamy soy. You guys have sold me. I wanna try this out.
Yeah.
And I want to put it on. You say anything, right?
Yeah, really anything. I put it on eggs also. I put it on like an egg sandwich today. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but it's weird. After eating it on so many different things, my tongue actually almost craves it now. And it's kind of difficult to eat anything without sauce. The original sauce was always like that. And once that was stuck in our head, we're like, we have to share this with everybody else, because when you talk to people, they're like, oh, I'm not a sauce person. And I'm like, I disagree. I think you are a sauce person, but you just don't know it yet, and you haven't found the right sauce. Because I personally think that every meal can use a sauce. And every time I eat, it's whether I'm going to put it on the sandwich or the food directly. I'm going to put it in a little pool and I'm going to swish my food around in it and take a bite. Or I'm going to use the little squeeze applicator, individual bites, like I'm eating a burger and I just kind of hit a little in between.
Interesting.
And so the sauce can always upgrade the meal and the experience of eating, because whatever you're eating, and everyone has experienced this before, 4, 5, 6 bites in, you're like, my mouth is tired of this flavor. Even if it's a filet mignon, you're like, I just salted meat. Like if you just keep eating that, the meal is no longer enjoyable. And so when you introduce a palate cleanser, but one that has the depth of flavor, it enhances the entire experience. And once you have that experience, you're like, I don't want to eat normally anymore. I want to eat in that way that's resetting my palate, and I'm actually enjoying the food that I originally had even more with the sauce.
Yeah, I must say though, if you're enjoying a filet mignon enough to get sick of a filet mignon, congratulations on all your success.
Yeah,
because
I mean that in the sense of like, okay, have you ever you've probably been to a Brazilian steakhouse, right?
Yes, yeah.
All you can eat steakhouse, and you go in there and the guy brings around the same skewer 3 or 4 times. The 4th time, it's not as attractive. The first time your mouth was salivating, you're like, oh my god.
Yep.
Tender.
5th
juicy,
time, starting to get a little sweaty.
Right, yeah, exactly. 5th time, your tongue is actually fatigued from that exact same flavor profile. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can choose any food, regardless of how luxury it is, or if it's just a basic Costco hot dog. The same thing applies.
Now you say every meal could use a sauce. Now, does every meal need a sauce?
Well, it's once you've experienced it, you will say you need it. But I say could use because I'm not making that determination for somebody before they do it themselves. So what I'm basically telling you is if you're eating a meal without the sauce, I 100% guarantee it. By adding a sauce, I will enhance it.
The enhancer of food.
That's right. The flavor enhancer. Yeah.
I did get myself a bottle. I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait for you to try it.
I think you'll like it on chicken, Dylan.
Okay.
Like I said, I've used it on hibachi rice. It's fantastic.
That does sound
it'd
great.
probably be dynamite on sushi. Pork chops, I think it'd probably be solid on. I've only tried a couple things, but I used a whole bottle on those things. So that tells you everything right there. And we're basically, you might as well just call this is Talking Sauce podcast tonight. TSP, that's the new TSP. But it's dynamite, man. And I liked everything they've put out so far, but this is undoubtedly my favorite out of the lineup right now, for sure.
Nice. I'm looking forward to that. With you collaborating with all these different colleges, are you ever down the line going to open up maybe like a sauce university?
So it's funny because we called that on our website for where we have all of our sauce collaborations.
Nice.
So when you go to our website, if you go to the kind of the hamburger menu, you can click on Sauce University and you can see all of our existing partnerships and potentially the couple that are coming soon that should be launching in August or later on in the year. We do have more and more of those collaborations.
Dang, man. VCU, Virginia Tech. Rutgers, that's awesome, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Those are in production, and we called it Sauce University primarily for that reason, because again, it's catered to that audience. That university is getting their flavor, and again, we take pride in the artwork of each one of those labels.
These are great.
We spent months developing them. Like the playoff sauce, that has a full drawing of the stadium for JMU on there, as well as the Duke Dog and all the streamers. The Scarlet Knights with their shield. The Hokey Smoky sauce with kind of the turkey feathers, and the VCU uncommon sauce with the Ram style, and of course the UMD with the Maryland flag.
Now, are these all just like the original sauce?
Yes. So a few of them are different. So it differs based off of the university. So we make a couple changes to the recipe, but it depends on they start with that basic flavor or not. So they'll start with either the Ranch Killer or the original or the habanero. And eventually now the creamy soy. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to see that Buckeyes Bold in a few years. Buckeyes Bold and Smoky. Let's go, baby.
Buckeyes Bold.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Smoky.
Yeah, there we go. We got a couple ideas already.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody from Ohio State will, is watching, man. Get this ball rolling.
Cool.
What about merch? I know you're wearing a hat right now. You guys have done shirts. You guys doing anything along those lines as well?
Oh, okay. That wasn't you, Dylan, but I guess that was somebody else. But we were doing the we were doing the merch for some time. We did lose our supplier, unfortunately. So he was I think he was called he was a guy out of Miami that was a good friend of ours, and he unfortunately closed up his shop. And since then, we've also moved to a different fulfillment platform, particularly for the sauce. But the merch is coming back, and so are the stickers. The stickers made a debut a couple months ago. So we had a couple different really, really popular stickers. One of them was called the SOSS Squatch, which was really, really popular. And so we're introducing that as well as custom and branded packaging pretty soon. So you guys will see that hopefully by the end of the year, which is really, really exciting for us. We've always wanted to upgrade our packaging. Just to tell the story a little bit more about the culture and really get a feel for what SOSS BROS is. And it's so much more than just a condiment company. So a lot more to come.
Can Dylan and I get one of these stickers in our order?
I can absolutely throw in some stickers.
Nice.
I'd love to because I got a garage fridge. I put those things on, so that'd be great.
Yeah. I will shoot you guys both some stickers. Your stuff is coming from a fulfillment center, so I will try and throw in some extra stuff for you guys. Yeah.
Okay, you're the man.
Nice.
Appreciate that. Before we get into our draft, is there anything else you want to plug on the sauce side of things?
I mean, not really. I mean, I think if you're looking for something completely new, definitely give SOSS BROS a try. And we're also always looking for the honest feedback. So I know, Dylan, you just purchased it. Thank you for that purchase. I cannot wait for you to give me the real feedback. And Bobby and I had the same kind of conversation when you reached out to me and you said, "Spicy soy, what are you guys doing?" And I said, I was waiting there anxiously for you to tell me when you've tried it. And I was almost borderline annoying where I was like, "Have you tried it yet? Have you tried it yet? Have you tried it yet?" And it was great to hear your honest feedback. So I would love to have that from you, Dylan, as well. And anybody who orders sauce, we're always looking for that feedback. Any way that you think we can improve, any flavor you would love to see us try to make, the best would be a suggestion that's never been done before. So we're open to those kinds of suggestions as well. And also just, tell us what you think. Is it something you've ever had before? Is it something you have had before? I have yet to date found someone who said, I've tasted the sauce and it tastes like this, or it tastes like X. So really exciting.
Nice. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I can get, I'm not sure what the turnaround is, but hopefully I can get it by or before our live stream next week. And
where are you purchasing from?
Troy, Ohio.
Ohio. Yeah, it should be there in probably 4 days.
Oh, nice.
It'll probably go out tomorrow or Monday morning, and it'll probably take 3 or 4 days. So you probably get it Thursday, is my guess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Try it on stream, man. And then Karim will have to tune in, see what he thinks. But I'd be astounded if he didn't like it. To be 100% honest, man. It's damn good.
That'd
stuff.
be during our if we can get live stream. Yeah, that'd be
I honestly so at the beginning, when we started this, when we were more active on TikTok, I sent a couple bottles to live streamers, and when they got it, they were really surprised and they said, "Hey, oh my God, SOSS BROS is in the room with us right now. Hey man, do you want me to try this right now live?" And I said, "Yeah, like I actually do. I'm not scared. Give me your honest feedback." And they were always surprised at my confidence there, because I was like, I have no doubt that you will really like this. And I'm really.
That's what started it off for us. It was. I'm pretty sure that happened in one of Remy's lives.
Yep.
He challenged those guys to try it on stream, and they did. They loved it, and I was like, "Well, I got to try it now." So I bought a bottle, and then reached out, and that was like that whole thing there, man. It was impressive because you put them on the spot, and obviously you shot your shot with that, and it went right in, and you got some sales off in the whole nine, man. So
we weren't scared. We're like, we know what we got. It's taken a long time to formulate it, so I'm really ready to put my money where the mouth is.
Yeah, and it's one of those things they're on live stream, so they wouldn't be able to if they hated it, they wouldn't be able to just be on their phone
right.
pretending. Like you get the real reaction there. So
Right. Yeah.
and they were loving it. But we'll plug all your socials here if we get this draft knocked out. But this week we're changing it up a little bit, D'Lo. We're gonna be doing a fine dining draft. So I'm kind of excited about that. We talked about it in pre-production. We're gonna do in any order, but you have to have an appetizer, 2 entrees, a side, and a dessert. So we'll see how this goes, man. I won last week's draft with gas station items. It was a close one, though, D'Lo. You were right there with me, but I did pull away in the end. And
people don't like getting gas at the gas station, I guess.
Well, can you blame them these days? I don't.
That was a steal.
I just pumped $83 in my tank 2 days ago. So
Oh my god.
yeah, not a fun time. But yeah.
For clarification, though, would a beverage be considered a side, or we're just not touching liquids like beverages?
Oh, for this?
Yeah. I'll leave that up to you guys.
Beverages? I don't. No, I mean, when I think of a side, I don't really think of any kind
So
of
just
drink.
foods. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Fair enough. Glad I asked.
You can still do milkshakes though
As a
for your
dessert?
dessert, because that's kind of you can kind of put it in. The
Okay. Yeah. I got you. That works.
What would you have gone with, D'Lo?
Probably like a nice wine,
Okay.
a red wine, a red sweet wine. Yeah. Villa M. It's not the most expensive, but it hits the spot, man. It's great. One of me and the wife's favorites.
Probably
You
knock
get it
your
out there.
socks off knowing you.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Okay.
It gets
well, let's do it
Yeah,
up. I got the first pick. So
You got to share. You got to share the.
Oh, yep. Good call. I'm over
we
here
can
already
get
looking at
into
the
this.
board.
Here we go, baby. Oh, not up here. There we are. Let me know. It's good to share now.
Yeah.
Copy and paste. There we go. So we're in there. Bobby has the first pick. Karim, you have the second, and myself have the third. So, Bobby, you're going to be on the clock. 30 seconds we do, right?
Yes.
30 seconds on the clock. Let me get down to my musics. And, yeah, I'm ready when you are.
This clock ready. And let's go.
So we got 2 entrees, a side, an appetizer, and a dessert. No specific order. Where would
I'm
Bobby
ready.
go?
I'm ready.
What's the first pick? Bobby is ready.
I'm going to have to use the restroom after this, too. Kareem's about to get some extra time, but I'm ready. With the first pick in the 2026 Fine Dining Draft, I am going to go ahead and take ribeye steak.
Oh, okay.
Ribeye steak. But let me use the restroom real quick, and you're going to get some time here.
All right. So we'll start the clock for you. We'll let this go through. You have time to process and think of your second, I guess the second pick, your first selection in the first round. So
And it can be anything. It can be entree or appetizer.
Yeah, whatever. In no specific order. Doesn't have to be an entree right off rip. It can be. Let me start this here for you. There you go. Yeah, so it could be anything. You can pick your dessert first, your side first, whatever.
Let's go with poke nachos.
Whoa!
Ahi tuna. Yeah.
He's not there to pick or type it out. I don't even know what that is. Can you?
You've
explain?
never had poke nachos?
I probably have, but maybe it's called
I got
something.
a poke bowl. Same concept, right?
Okay.
No, it's basically like ahi tuna on nachos. No.
Pick
be
it.
great.
Let's do
I would
this
love that.
officially. Let's do
And I'll
this
tell you
officially.
what, that creamy soy sauce would go hammer on those.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hammer. All right, D'Lo. Sorry. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Let me get that banner up here, and I'm good when you are.
And go.
All right, so Bobby went with a entree first. I would nachos is probably a side, I'd imagine. Maybe some would consider it an entree. Who knows how people think and order these days, but
10 seconds.
10 seconds already? All right. I'm gonna go. Okay. Pick is in.
All right.
Gotta find my stuff here. Now this is a side. I'm going with a side as well. Lobster bisque.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Is that what is yours considered an appetizer, Karim, or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. All right, so
Where's
we got three
lobster
different
Yeah.
style things here in the first round. I like it. Love some lobster bisque. So
What
that's a
would
good
you
choice.
consider that though? Is that a side or an appetizer? I guess I didn't really. I just don't know.
To me, that would be an appetizer
If you want to clarify that as an appetizer,
because they're going to bring that out first.
Yeah, okay, yeah, appetizer. That's my appetizer. If I could do that.
Yeah. All right.
Depends on
Well,
how
I
much
wanna be
lobster
official.
you want.
So make sure you guys are marking down. So right now, I have one of my two entrees. Karim,
Okay,
you took
put
out your
tomatoes.
appetizer, and Dylan, you took out your appetizer. So
So I got.
so you guys know what's going on there.
So I get 2 entrees, a side, and a dessert left, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we good then. We good. Gotta keep track of that. Bobby would be back on the clock.
Yep.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Maybe just so people when they look at this on like socials when they're voting, maybe do like what they select and hyphen it with that's the appetizer, hyphen side, half an entree. I guess you can do that after, I guess. But
All right, I'm ready.
pick this in.
My second pick in the 2026 Fine Dining Draft. I'm going to get my side knocked out here, and I'm going to go with cream spinach.
Okay.
Big fan. And then, Kareem, when you know you're ready with your pick, let Dylan know before you say it.
Yep, just say you know your pick, and then when you hear the chime, then you can say your. So be on the clock, and then whenever Bobby's ready, just start the clock.
And go.
Take your time, feel it out, look at the board, pick wisely. Your pick might not be there next, so you might.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh,
baby.
oh, pick is in.
I'm gonna go with the sesame crusted tuna steak.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
specific.
back-to-back tuna items. All right, I respect it.
Yeah.
That sounds phenomenal. Again, would be great with that soy sauce. Let me tell you what. All right, so that knocks out one of your entrees. So you got one more entree left, a side, and a dessert. You'll let me know when you are ready.
Let me get my banner up. And ready when you are.
Let's go.
30 seconds on the clock. Ooh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You got an appetizer
15
already.
seconds.
Time goes so fast when you're up against it. Oh no!
5 seconds.
I'm in. Pick is in. Gonna knock an entree off the board here and go with beef Wellington.
You ever had that before? Oops.
I believe I did.
I've never had.
I believe I
I
did.
just want to try.
I see Gordon Ramsay make it all the time. I heard he makes the best.
I'm sure that's what he wants you to think. All right, let me know when you're ready.
This would be your pick. Ready when you are.
Go. Do that when you get a minute. I'm ready.
When I get a minute, what?
Somebody in the comments put their put some of their selections in there.
Oh, okay. Your pick?
Yeah. My pick is going to be, I'm going to knock my appetizer out, and I'm going to do a crab stuffed mushroom. Love a stuffed mushroom. So I got an entree and a dessert.
I like that. I like that.
You ready, D-Lo?
So this would be Kareem's pick, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Kareem,
All right.
30 seconds and go.
Ready when you are. So it looks like he went with an ass with nachos or a side, and then he went with an entree. So he has appetizer, entree, dessert. Left on the board. Plenty of options out there.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh, baby. We got the pick is in, card is in hand, commissioner is up at the podium.
I'm going to go with a 5-spice beef ramen.
Beef ramen.
Okay. That's all
I love
good,
me
man.
some ramen.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that takes you have 2 entrees
Second
off.
one. Yeah.
Okay, so you just need a side and a dessert. And Dylan, you have an entree, an appetizer, and dessert.
Just guys, people in the comments. Loaded baked potato tomahawk steak walleye. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, and he's
That
missing what? He's missing an appetizer and a dessert. So we got to see what he adds to that. But so far, I mean, that's all great stuff to me.
Oh, without
I know you love a tomahawk.
Hey, I made a mean tomahawk. Photos to prove it. It was great. In every sense.
All right, you ready?
I believe so.
Go.
I believe so. 30 seconds on the clock. Probably down to 15 seconds already. What do I want to go with here? Plenty of options still on the table. I don't think a dessert has been taken yet, so I might have to take my dessert off the board here. Or it might not get back to me because you guys have dessert and something else left. So I think it'd be wise to take my dessert here. So I'm going to go with that. Pick is in. With my third selection, I'm going to go with the dessert off the board and go with a tiramisu.
How do you spell that?
That's Tiramisu.
Ramisu.
Yep.
Tiramisu. Okay.
I had that in
All right.
Orlando in Disney World. It was fantastic.
All right. I am ready. I've never had it. Never had it.
Never? Oh, yeah,
Nope.
got you. It's pretty good. It's probably overhyped. Just it's cool to say. All right, ready when you are.
Let's go.
While you're on the clock here, Alexander chose a cheesecake for his dessert and a side of a house salad. You can't go wrong with a house salad. I'm picking house salad over Caesar, in my opinion.
Ooh, I love a Caesar, man. I'm ready.
All right. Pick is in.
All right. My fourth pick in the 2026 Fine Dining Draft. I am going to go with pork chops.
Pork chops. I've had so much pork chops growing up as a kid. Shake and bake, you name it, any way you want. I'm just not ordering a pork chop when I'm fine dining. But a pork chop in fine dining is elite. So it's a great choice.
All right. He's back. He's on the clock. And you got
He's on the
30
clock.
seconds, Kareem, starting now.
What I got left? Appetizer. Got an entree.
All right, I got it.
Oh, baby. Oh. There we go.
I'm going to go with the Biscoff cheesecake.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
My God. Is it Biscoff? Am I spelling that wrong?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. Yeah.
Okay. That's what
Hey, I eat Biscoff right off the spoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially the crunchy one.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
That's what I'm going for.
It's like I have hiccups when I don't. I just went with some Biscoff.
My God. What a
That's
great
great.
choice right there.
Biscoff anything. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. I got lost there for a second. Lost in the sauce. All right.
And go.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. I'm all over the place. So my dessert is gone. I got an entree. There's something else left. Side. Entree and side. Oh, man.
It's 5 seconds.
Already? My God. All right. Take us in, I guess.
1.
I'm just gonna go with some sautéed greens as my side.
Sauteed greens.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta get some color on that plate.
Yeah.
So
of course.
you need one more entree. You need
It's
one
a
more
bucket.
entree, and I think you need a side cream, and I need a dessert.
Yep.
What was that? Why is my 30 seconds so much faster than your guys's? Am I being punked? Oh, wrong person. Ready when you are.
All right, and go.
I want to finish strong here. Best believe.
All right, I'm ready. I do gotta ask a question before I pick what I'd like to. Does Kareem's Biscoff cheesecake, does that just take cheesecake off the board in general? Because if not, I was gonna go just New York style, like a plain cheesecake. But if that takes cheesecake off, I can pivot. But I want to ask before.
I would say cheesecake off the board.
Okay. Well, in that
There's
case, I'm gonna do
cheesecake.
a creme brulee.
Solid pivot.
Great pivot. Nice recovery.
Yeah. Could be even better than the New York style, honestly. You get fancy letters like that with those accents on top. Those are bonus points, Bobby. This is fine dining draft. Okay. Like, come on now.
All right, let me get this timer up.
Final pick here.
Cream, you are on the clock. Starting now.
So what do you went with? Side, entree, dessert, appetizer for the final pick. What you receive first, you're picking last.
15 seconds.
All right, good to go.
Good to go. What is it going to be to start off this fine dining experience for Kareem on an appetizer selection?
No, he needs a side.
Oh, a side?
Nope.
I'm going to go with the ginger wasabi avocado salad.
Judas Priest.
Wasabi. Oops.
Where'd you pull that from?
The man knows what he likes. That sounds great. I'd be all about that. He likes Asian cuisine, is what I'm taking from this draft.
They all got to come together. You know, it's 5-course meal.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Yeah, I think I already know what I'm going to pick, so I'm ready. I got an entree to pick.
Yeah, your entree. All right.
So there,
Mr. Relevant.
Ready?
Yep.
Take a drink of my Alani. Which, speaking of Alani's, they need to make bigger cans. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, I know they market to the female, but give me a 16 ouncer. Okay? Let's step it up.
They still pack 200 millis though.
They do, and they're very flavorful. Very flavorful. Cherry twist is what I got right now. Spot on.
All right.
Pick is in. With the last pick in the fine dining draft, and my entree of choice will be roasted lamb.
Nice. Go with the lamb.
That is great.
And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 fine dining draft. I love all three lineups here. I would crush everything on here without a doubt. There's nothing that would I'd scoff at for sure.
No, without a doubt.
Easy.
My guy Alexander, man, shake and bake had enough of that, without a doubt, dude. I mean, it felt
we
like
had
every
a lot
night.
of shake and bake too, for sure.
When I heard that bag of what's that brand? I know Cornflakes has their own brand. I mean, people make shake and bake with cornflakes, but there's like a specific, like maybe it's called shake and bake.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I seen that box. I mean, it's like that Grand Theft Auto. Oh shit, here we go again, because we're about to have shake and bake.
A lot of shake and bake. We did a lot of frozen Salisbury steaks. What else did we do? A lot of canned stuff. A lot of frozen things for sure.
Yeah.
You know, which makes me appreciate being able to eat the things we have listed here for sure. You know, we were in the trenches there for a while. So
ginger wasabi.
And I get it. Hey,
salad.
no hate. I liked all that stuff at the time.
Still do.
Hell, I've been on the show before. I win $1 million tomorrow. I'm still eating Hamburger Helper. You know, I won't ever turn my back on. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll actually be able to afford ground beef.
That would be interesting, Bobby. You wouldn't, if you could afford it, would you? Because you love cooking, and your expertise of it, you would never hire your own personal chef if you could afford the means.
Oh,
because that kind of takes away the passion. It's like Bob Ross. Hey,
because I would just build, my like dream, back, with the pool, and you got you see them all the time where you kind of go down some steps in the little backyard. They got their grill, got your little flat top, the bar. That's like my dream scenario, man. I'm over there doing my thing, man.
I'm the guy. I'm the most crucial guy at a cookout, okay? Because Bobby's the guy who's he's over the flames, right? And I'm the guy, because he's away from the party. Anyone that's there cooking the patties or whatever they're cooking for the party, the cookout, they're over the flames. They're away from the party. They're not being social with the guests and stuff. It's hard to be the host.
Yep.
So I'm the important connection in between the party and the cook. So I'm that guy over there with my beer, and I'm chatting it up with the cook, the barbecue, connecting the two, party and the chef.
You're like the two guns. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
very crucial. It's like the secret ingredient in like a sauce.
Right.
Need it.
100%. But Karim, before we get you out of here, please plug all the socials where people can find you, and kind of pay attention to stuff that comes up through the pipeline, all that good stuff, and where they can order sauce.
Absolutely, yeah. You can get your sauce at sossbros.com. That's SOSSBROS.com, or you can spell it the traditional way, saucebros.com. At Secret Sauce is the Instagram. Sauce.bros is the TikTok where we originally met. And keep a lookout for the new sauce collaborations coming out and the new sauces. So stay tuned.
And like I said, you see me and Dylan pay with our own money. This wasn't anything. He didn't send us anything or tell us to order anything during the show. This was on our own fruition. So as you can see here, it's legit, and it's really good stuff. And Dylan, yeah, I'm excited for you to try. Hopefully we'll have it in time for the live stream. I think that'd be a phenomenal place for your first go at the spicy soy sauce to take place.
Dare you to challenge me, Kareem, live. TSP.
I challenge you live. I'll challenge you live.
Yeah, we'll have to bring. Yeah, maybe we'll bring you on the live stream as he tries.
I'm ready.
What do you think? I guess throw out what should his first item with the spicy soy sauce be?
Yeah, pick anything
on the live stream there.
Anything.
Honestly, I mean, you could put it on a burger. Honestly, you really could put it on a burger. No one's ever put soy sauce on a burger before, so you're getting umami flavor on your burger. But just tell them to hold the sauce for whatever burger you're going to put together, or a taco.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Hold the sauce. Maybe get like a Big Mac. Hold the sauce.
Yeah.
Replace it.
Yeah. Hold the sauce and add the sauce.
Yeah, hold the sauce and add the sauce. Yeah, that's right.
And then we have to put it through the ice cream ringer.
Oh yeah.
Got it right.
Yeah.
Must.
There it is. So yeah, we'll be in touch on that, Kareem. That might be a good idea. Have you jump in for a couple minutes.
Sure.
We'll let him do the taste test. Put you on the hot seat. But I think he's gonna love it, just like you and I both. So shouldn't be any issues there. But Kareem, dude, always awesome talking to you. Kareem and these guys from SOSS are going to be one of our presenting sponsors for the live stream next week. So we appreciate their support as well. And it's always kind of a give and take thing there. They scratch our back, vice versa, and it's always just been great, great friendship there, and always just fun to catch up, man. And like I said, it's been fun to watch you guys kind of just move along and keep climbing the steps. And it's kind of remarkable how things are moving, man. It seems like they're moving pretty fast. Maybe not to you guys, but outside looking in, it looks like things are moving quick, and it's pretty cool, man. So.
Really
we're rooting for you. Yeah, absolutely. So
thank you so much. I mean, we love being on the show and supporting Talking Shop, TSP, and everything that you guys are doing. I saw the brand new intro this time. I hadn't seen the intro change in a while, and I was blown away. I was like, this is incredible. So thank you guys for doing what you're doing, and I'm on the same team. Go TSP.
Appreciate you, man.
Go SOSS.
D-Lo, for the last time on the podcast side.
Oh yeah.
You know what time it is.
Yes, sir. Last time for season 8 episode version of TSP. It's been a hoot. It's been a blast. Can't wait for season 9 after this break. We're going to, like Bobby said, we're going to have content out there still with the clips. Kind of in a slump with the algorithms, like Bobby noted. Kind of weird. But hey, everyone that we've been on, as far as the entertainers of the internet, they've always go through the same stuff. So, we're not getting discouraged by any means. Content will still get pushed out there. I have to get content out there. I got to hold up my end of the bargain. Bobby's been pushing a lot of good stuff out there. Check it out on our YouTube at TSP_2019, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. X is kind of dead. So, I mean, I don't know what that app is anymore. It keeps asking me to pay for premium. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, Elon. So stop asking. I'm like Nick Saban. Stop asking. I ain't doing it. So, but yeah, it's been a great season, a season of growth, a season of learning, and much more to build off of. Brick by brick is our motto, and it's been like that since 2019. And we've learned a lot this season, applying it to next season, and with some changes. Obviously, you can't stay stagnant, and if you want to grow, you got to change sometimes and take a step back from a 10,000-foot view and see what you can change and kind of manipulate and to move and grow. So we're looking forward to that process and going forward. Kareem, been a blast. Thank you for taking so much of your busy time, because things are going fast. Don't forget to come up for some air. It's important. It's important to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to tasting the sauce. If I do get it before the live stream, I'll be sure to hold on to have genuine first reactions live on TSP with a sauce segment there. So it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Be sure to stay tuned. Hit the bell icon. When we go live, you'll be notified. And subscribe at TSP_2019. Thumbs up. Leave a comment. And Bobby, Kareem, it's been a blast. Everyone else at home, take care. Have a great week, friends.
TSP, we like to welcome you. Every show we drop a gem on you to invest in you. We giving you the game, not no lame shit. These other podcasts talk about the same shit.